dancing around and counting?
Yes.
Yes? Did we get all our wiggles out?
Yes.
All right, are we ready to listen? All right, I have a book for you today. So my name is Miss Konzelman. Just to remind you, you can call me Miss C. Can we all say that?
Miss C.
Miss C. All right. So today I have a fun little book for you. It's called Amalia and the Grasshopper. So this story was written by the author, who is Jerry Tello, and the illustrator is Loretta Kropinski. Who can tell me, what does the illustrator do in this story? Did they write the words or did they draw the pictures? Draw the pictures, you're right. So what does that mean the author is then? If they didn't write the words, you're right. So the illustrator is the person who draws the picture, and the writer or the author is the person who wrote the words in the book. All right, so we have some things happening on our cover. Can anyone tell me some things that they see? What do you see on the cover? And you might have to help me with your names, okay? Can you say your name when I call on you? Go ahead.
I see a ball.
You see a ball. What kind of ball do you see?
It's orange.
It's an orange ball. It's a basketball. Yeah, you're right. What else do we see? Anyone else? Yeah, go right ahead. John? What else do you see? There is a grasshopper. It's really, really tiny. But some of my friends in the very front row might be able to see it. All right, we'll do one more. What's one more thing we can see? Jayla?
I see
A girl. You're right. So we have a girl, a ball that we said is a basketball, and a grasshopper.
and this ball.
What do you think is going to happen in this story? I wonder. Do we have any guesses what's going to happen in this story? Yeah, go right ahead.
They're gonna be friends, the grasshopper and the girl.
The grasshopper and the girl are going to be friends. Yeah, I think that's a really good guess. All right, should we find out what's going to happen in the story? All right, let's read. So we have the title again, Amalia and the Grasshopper. It was early in the morning and Amalia was outside playing basketball. She was 6 years old and she liked basketball very much. She wanted to be like her big brother Marcos, who was a very good basketball player. See her brother Marcos is playing basketball with his friends. Yet as hard as Amalia tried, the ball never went high enough to make a basket. Every day she would shoot and every day she would miss. She's trying very, very hard and she just can't make the basketball into the hoop, can she? She would shoot from the left, from the right, and from the middle. The more she would shoot, the more she would miss. I wonder, do we think she's going to be able to make a basketball by the end of the story? No? All right, we're going to find out. For luck one day, Amalia even put on her big brother's basketball shirt. Yet the more she would shoot, the more she would miss. I wonder why she put on her brother's basketball shirt. Can anyone give me a good guess why she would put that on to try and shoot the basket? Go ahead.
I think it's because I thought it's gonna make her better.
Yeah, she thinks that her brother is really good at basketball, so she tries to put it on and try and see if she can do it too. Then one day, when Amalia's grandfather came to visit, he saw Amalia was sad. That face, does she look sad?
Yeah.
She's a little sad, isn't she? Because she can't make a basket. What's wrong, Amalia? Asked her grandfather. Every day I come outside and shoot, and all I do is miss. I'm just too little, said Amalia. Amalia's grandfather hugged her and said, look over there by that tree. I wonder what he sees. Very small in our little picture here. What do we have on our cover?
A grasshopper.
I wonder why he pointed out the grasshopper to Amalia. Let's see. It's a little grasshopper, said Amalia. You're all right. You did point out a grasshopper. Look and see what it does, said her grandfather. Just then, the grasshopper jumped very far. I wonder, does a grasshopper have long legs to help it jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Wow, said Amalia, it jumped far. And how did it jump so far? Asked her grandfather. With its legs, said Amalia. And what do you think he's going to tell her to do? She's going to look at the grasshopper and maybe she can use her legs just like the grasshopper and she can jump really high.
Jump.
Now come here, said her grandfather. He showed Amalia how to bend and push off with her legs. Try it, said her grandfather. So Amalia bent her legs, and as she pushed off with her legs, she threw the ball at the basket. I think she's going to make it now that she's using her legs. What do you think? The ball went way up and hit the rim, but it didn't go in. Try again, said her grandfather, but this time pretend you have grasshopper legs and push off really hard. This time, Amalia bent her legs and pushed off really hard as she let the ball go. The ball went way up and then swish into the basket. She made it. I wonder what helped her make her basket. Can anyone tell me what helped her make her basket? Go ahead. She did. Her grandfather told her to jump like a grasshopper. You're right. Very good. Amalia was so happy. She jumped up and down and had a big smile on her face. She was so happy that she didn't even hear her brother Marco's clapping. He's so happy for her. As Marcos came over to give Amalia a high five, their grandfather said, "Hey, look at the basketball." I wonder why he said to look at the basketball. What do we think?
A grasshopper.
Grasshopper is going to be on it. I think so. There, sitting on top of the basketball was the grasshopper. Amalia crept over as quietly as she could. "Thanks," she whispered. But the grasshopper pushed off with its legs and jumped straight out of sight. Alright, so what did Amalia learn?
With the basketball.
Can you raise our hands? What did she learn? Go ahead. Yeah, she learned how to jump high like a grasshopper, and then she was able to make a basketball into the hoop like she wanted to. Yeah, can you tell me what it is?
Because now she knows how to jump high like a grasshopper.
Yeah, you're right. And she can use that when she plays basketball, can't she? So I want you to think about a time in your life when you really wanted to reach your goals. And you just couldn't reach your goal for whatever was holding you back. Like Amalia just couldn't shoot the basketball because she didn't have enough power. Is there a time in your life when someone has given you advice that helps you reach your goal? Yeah? Has anyone ever helped you with something and then you were able to reach your goal and do it? I want you to think about that today, and I also want you to think about being able to help other people. So you can be like Amalia's grandfather and give other people advice to help them reach their goals. Alright, thank you boys and girls. I want you to think about that today, okay? So we're going to look to Mrs. Morgan and we're going to see what she has planned for us next. Thank you very much.